This week, it's a totally self-working card trick that you can't possibly screw up. Plus, it'll actually fool you.
This episode of Scam School brought to you by GoDaddy.
Welcome to the show that's exactly like Disneyland, only drunk and highly unfriendly, and may have stolen your wallet. Scam School, the only show dedicated to social engineering at the bar and on the streets. And this week we have a gem that I absolutely love. It's a card trick that people have told me dozens of times I should have on Scam School, and finally we're making it happen. It's one that requires no sleight of hand, no mental math-magicry whatsoever, and the best part is it actually fools the person who's performing the trick. Let's check this guy out. OMG, I am so super stoked. We got Simone and Steven and Mike all here in the same place at the same time, and I'm gonna show you guys a card trick that people have been suggesting for Scam School since, I kid you not, like episode 3. Now we're all the way up to episode like 200. This thing, it's really weird because it's simultaneously 100% self-working. Requires no sleight of hand, no mental math. It's like follow 3 steps, and here's the best part, it actually fools the magician who's doing it. Like, I've done this for myself like 20 times in the hotel room before here. That's how sad I am. Here's what we're gonna do. First of all, I need you guys to shuffle up the cards. Here, all of you, just mix them up. Make sure there's no possible way I can possibly know what order any of the cards are, because it truly doesn't matter what order the cards are. All right, we're good? Everything's 100%?
Yeah.
All right, now here's the best part, is that I can even describe in detail every single thing I'm gonna do, the entire trick long, and hopefully the ending will still be amazing. First thing I'm gonna do is make a bunch of piles based on the order of cards that you guys picked. I'll tell you in advance that the total of each pile is going to be 13. Now in this case, we have a king, and it by itself is worth 13. So now I'm gonna take the 9, so from 9 we go 10, 11, 12, 13. Now I go to the next one, 4, which means I do 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 2, which means 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and we got a couple of extras that I'll set right over here. So we have a bunch of piles here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 piles. I'm gonna turn around, not gonna look. Each of you guys pick one of these piles to flip over and then gather up all the remaining face-up cards. Make sense? Each of you pick one pile, turn it face down, take all the other cards, gather them up in a pile, all right? I'm being very good looking the other direction. You'll have to tell me when you've finished, by the way.
Do we?
Or we can sit here awkwardly for the remainder of the evening.
Right.
Okay, you got it, excellent. All right, so we got 3 face downs, and we got a bunch of discards over here. Now here's the thing, I honestly don't know what card is on top of the piles you guys picked over. I wasn't paying attention, and if I was a wizard, I couldn't have possibly keep track of all the different things. But we've got a few cards left over, and maybe they know which cards are where. So here's what I want you to do. Simone, I want you to reach forward, turn over the top card of one of those piles. All right, we got a 2. We'll let Mike pick one of those remaining piles, turn over the top card.
Let's stick to the outside.
6. Now here's the best part. I'm gonna ask the cards what's up. And I'm gonna start, you just deal off 10 cards. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we got 2 over here, so we'll go 1, 2. We got 6 over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And wouldn't it be amazing if the cards could tell us? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 cards left. And the last face down card is the 4.
Awesome.
Wow. All right, now seriously. This thing is amazing. It absolutely blows away the person who performs it, requires no skill, and it works 100% of the time. Are you guys ready to figure out how this works?
Yeah.
Then toast me. All right, we got to take a moment and thank the people who make Scam School possible. And today it's one of our oldest, bestest friends, Scam School sponsors of all time, talking about our friends over at GoDaddy. GoDaddy.com, you know that they have 99.9% uptime, super cheap domains, 24/7 support, and no annual commitment. But did you know that they make you more popular? For example, we got this sweet code, SCAM10 at checkout. Gets you a domain for $7.99, and you can point that domain anywhere. And I kid you not, just 5 minutes before we went live, I used my mobile phone app to register LikeMeDammit.com. You know how I'm always saying, oh, you should follow me on Twitter and like me on Facebook and Be my BFF on Google+. This is one URL that gives you all of that. Just go to like me, damn it, and click yes on everything so you and I can be best friends forever. Like me, damn it. And use promo code SCAM10 at checkout. Super cheap domains. All right, now it may look like there's a lot of steps to this, but trust me, it's super, super simple. And no matter how smart or dumb or skilled or unskilled you are, as long as you follow the steps, you cannot screw this up. Who wants to be my guinea pig here? All right, Simone, that was awfully fast. Everyone looked right over at Simone. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. First step is you do have to arrange in that bizarre kind of ordering where each pile has a total value of 13. Even though the deck is totally shuffled, you honestly have no idea what order the cards are in. Start with any card. We'll have the ace be 1. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, jack, queen, king, 13. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, jack, queen, king, that's 13. 8, 9, 10, jack, queen, king. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, jack, queen, king. 9, 10, jack, queen, king, queen, king, and then you got extras. And the extras you always just set face down off to the side. It doesn't matter which ones they turn over and when you turn your back. Now, in this case, it worked out great because we had 3 people. I was able to turn my back. Each of you picked a pile, so we'll just say randomly that is these 3. And then just gather up all the remaining ones and make one giant pile. Once you do, have 2 of the piles turn over the top card, and you're gonna figure out the value of the last card. So picture here, you guys turn over 2. So in this case, we want to know the last one. You always start by dealing off 10. Now, if you can make up some kind of reason why it has to be 10, that's great. But I say keep it simple and just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then deal off the value of the card. So you got 1 for the ace, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And amazingly, every single time, when you deal off the remaining cards, that will be the value of the last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and it matches 9. Any questions?
No.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right, here, go ahead and gather them all up. In fact, we'll go ahead and shuffle them for you, and then you show us your amazing Rockstar Magic skills.
I'm not so good at this. Okay.
All right, here. So we'll start off. We're gonna shuffle up the deck. Here, give that a cut. Boom. All right, Simone, blow us away with that totally shuffled up deck.
Okay, so that's 1.
Okay.
Up to 13.
There you go. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Queen. King. Wow, look at that. Well, hello. So 10, 11, 12, 13. And then keep on going. 10, 11, 12, 13, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
And then 1 more, right?
There you go. You can stop right now, but what I like to do is create as many piles as possible. So I would keep on going if you can. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And now at this point, you see there's a 6 and there's clearly not enough cards to hit 13. Then you cut it off at that, right? And now what do we do, Simone?
Oh, I have to turn around.
And what are we gonna do?
You're gonna flip 3 of the piles over,
All right,
and then you're gonna put all the rest together in 1 pile.
good call. I'm gonna do that. Don't look, it's our secret piles. All right, we got them. 3 piles for you.
Okay.
Boom.
So now I put those with this,
Good job.
and then I have you guys turn over 2 of the piles, the top card.
2 of the top cards. All right, go for it, sir. An ace. Bet you didn't plan on that.
No.
Mike?
Sneaky around.
4. You can't handle the 4. You're screwed. You'll never be able to tell us what this final card is, Simone.
Yes, I will.
Nuh-uh.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna deal 10 cards,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna deal 1 card for the ace,
Okay.
and then 4 cards for the 4. The amount of cards left is gonna tell me what that top card is.
No way.
Yeah.
No way.
No, I got bets against
It
it.
should be 5.
5?
Yes.
This is a 5. I'm buying a beer for everyone at this freaking table. Oh!
Nice!
Amazing wizardry! Well done, Simone! Good job.
Yeah.
Now, is this the single most impressive card trick you're ever gonna learn? Of course not. But is it a hell of a lot of fun, dead simple, and works every time? Absolutely. That's why I want you to actually grab a deck of cards and start playing with this thing. That first time that you get the moment of counting the cards, seeing there's 8 of them, and you turn over the top card and it perfectly matches, you are gonna be in love just like I am. And speaking of which, I want to hear about your success stories and failure stories, so I want you to hit us up at the boards at scamschool.tv, where you can see all of our episodes right back to episode 1. If you want to follow me personally, why don't you hit up my Google Plus account? Head on over to gplus.2/Schwood, and you and I can be BFFs. And of course, if you want to suggest your favorite bar scam, write me directly at brian@revision3.com. Make sure to join us next week, because I am personally going to physically assault every single person who posts the word first on this video. I'm talking to you, mister. Why don't you put a nice word for a change?